What is going on, YouTube? It's your guy, Rusty Tides. Today we're back in some Rimworld. Let's see what Randy has in store for us today, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Are you guys even gonna make it here before y'all pass out and die? Fixing the wall up there. Hello, welcome in. Um, got lucky about what? I don't think so, because I think the last time we talked was Saturday. Yes, the army of annoying, about not being in the hospital. Not being in the hospital is a good thing, but I don't think you talked about that. The army of annoying turtles outside my door again. You're gonna need a death rest soon. You got a little bit more time. Let's set you to death rest now. I need death rest capacity serum. So there's this pull-up bar right outside my kitchen. Notice. I look down, then up, and grab the bar and close my eyes. I get really dizzy. A little bit of vertigo. And I look down for about a minute or two. It sounds like vertigo so far. Oh, you just had a lung installed. That's why you're vomiting currently. I see. So I decided to look down for 5 minutes before looking up and closing my eyes and hanging for it. But this time was a little different. I got so dizzy that I just completely blacked out. Yeah, maybe maybe be a little bit more careful about that. Maybe don't be blacking out on a pull-up bar. That does not sound too safe. I think we need the persona core, don't we? I know I already have one. No, thank you. I wasn't conscious. The bar, the way the bar is in the kitchen table is right next. Yeah. You gotta be careful with stuff like that. How many angry turtles are there? 46? Like for me, when I was a child, that's huge in this part. Myself away from the table on the floor. I could be wrong, but this is what I guess happened. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It seems like, something happened in such a way that you came out of it fine, which is good. Don't we don't want people hitting their heads. Part of me just wants to go out there and fight all these turtles. See if I could actually do it. I woke up next to the table. I had no memory of what happened, so I had to just put together pieces. If I just went limp, I would have slumped more forward. Well, it could also be just regular muscle spasms, if that makes sense. Why is my husky going outside? There's no way I could have gone that far back and go that far to the side. I'm also wondering if it could have been something of, you have no memory of it, but you were still kind of conscience, and like you pushed yourself away, that kind of stuff. You kind of walked, stumbled to where, you may have blacked out, but you still had some, what's the word? Control. That type of thing. Traders, please tell me that's not, is that here? Yeah. I don't really have a lot for you guys to trade on this tile. I mean, I have some drugs. You guys want drugs? Where's the guy to talk to? There he is. Are you ready to launch yet? No, not yet. The best way I can explain is... Yeah. Oh, I can give you my muffalo. Then as it clears, you can see more and realize you're on the floor. You never felt the falling down or hitting anything. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Max level 8. God, I saw the autosave and I thought I was about to be attacked. Yeah, I've blacked out before. It's not the best feeling, and you get up and you wonder, how did I get here? It's not the most fun experience. I really don't want to deal with all these tortoises. Um, hasn't been too bad so far. Um, got up, went to work, came home, stuffed my face, passed out, went to sleep. Um, not not today because it's technically still Thursday, but yesterday on Wednesday, what is going on here? Yesterday on Thursday, I basically arm wrestled a 75-pound drive unit assembly for about 4 hours straight. So that was fun. That's just a lot of turtles. Granted, they might be coming one at a time. I think it's going to be worth it. just so I don't have to deal with these annoying turtles anymore. Let's just spread out a bit. What you been thinking about doing? Reached 11 in shooting. As soon as that one gets knocked down, I'm gonna readjust. There we go. I've been thinking about streaming without a camera for playing the game Kill It With Fire. I mean, if you really want to. Um, yeah, I mean, we've talked before about, you really don't need a um a webcam to be able to stream and play games and do all that kind of stuff. It can help. It's not needed, but it can help because overall people are extremely nosy. People just want to get to know you and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but you also got to be careful with that. They might take the next one down, due to the privacy policy and all that kind of stuff, and consent and parent consent and all that kind of, it can be pretty stingy. And at the end of the day, it is their platform, their rules. It sucks, but it is what it is. But at the same time, I'm an animator, not a streamer. So if I do have a stream, it's going to be something I do. It's not going to be something I do often. Maybe once a year. Yeah. I mean, my personal opinion and suggestion on it is I would wait until you do turn 18 just because of privacy policies and all that kind of stuff. It's obviously not needed, but Because I'm not showing I'm a kid and I've seen hundreds of 9-year-olds streaming. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things of you know, you just you can say, well, oh, this channel does it, that channel does it. You could try playing that game, but at the end of the day, YouTube will do what YouTube wants to do, and you don't know what they will do until they do it, and you just hope that you follow their guidelines and rules enough to where they don't permanently delete your channel. I haven't read the full guidelines and terms and conditions and all that kind of stuff of how old do you have to be streaming, because I know I'm 27. I know I'm old enough to stream and all that kind of stuff, so I haven't really deep dived into, what's the youngest you can be to be able to stream. It just does not affect me. And it's one of those things of, just because they do it doesn't mean it's within the terms and conditions. So you still got to be very careful, because YouTube can come in and they can delete they can if you're doing it on your animations channel, they can fully delete your animations channel, and then you lose all of that. And if you go back and you try and make a new channel, and in any way, shape, or form it leads to this one that they got rid of, it well, that sucks. That they can go ahead and get rid of that as well. Nice. Before I do this, and if something seems kind of sketchy, I'll just make it. Yeah, yeah, because like this. But if the stream does get taken down, then good. I dodged. Yeah, because I mean, like I this channel that I stream on YouTube is my second channel just for live streams. Um, because I have heard that live streams and this other stuff, it can hurt your main channel with views and that kind of stuff. You stream on your main channel, you need a dedicated live stream channel, which is what I have. I have a second dedicated live stream channel. All right, let's let the mechs out. Let the elephants out. Let the millions of cats out. All right, we're going to be bringing a bunch of you. There we go. Just because I need that up and running. I need my power up and running. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. I played Killed It with Fire before my cousin was on call with me, and I was just sweating all over. Yeah, I think it'll be I think it'll do well in terms of analytics and that kind of stuff. The internet, they love, yeah, that is something that they do love to do.